And hello again to everybody, and welcome back to Clarke Farms with Virtual Farmer Ken Bob. Today, well, not today, I guess this afternoon, I'm going to run back out to this tractor. We're still hooked up to the cultivator because we're still working on some fields, but we're going to run over here to a house across from one of our cattle farms. And I saw a manure spreader down there I want to take a look at. And we might just go ahead and pick that up here because we've got some grass fields that need some manure spread, and we've got some manure that needs spreading. So if everything seems to work out together here, maybe we can pick this spreader up and start doing some work on it. Well, hello again, everyone. Here we are back out doing some more cultivating out here in what we call Field 24. After I stood there and talked with the gentleman at that house for a while about that manure spreader, I got a phone call, and in the meantime just completely forgot to turn my recorder back on. So here we are, almost done with this Field 24, but we'll probably be recording just for a few minutes here. My wife will be here to pick me up and drive me back over to the house, where I'll go from there and we'll go pick up that manure spreader and head to the cattle farm. So we'll just kind of work here until I get called and told that she's on her way. And then I'll probably park this tractor up, maybe just leave it out here in the field. I don't know. I'll work it out with her where she meets me. But anyhow, yeah, we went ahead and decided that'd probably be a good idea to get that manure spreader. It seemed to work all right for what we need. Not going to be doing a lot of spreading, primarily just on, I think we've got 3 grass fields right now, and then that meadow field that I was talking about that I might change into a regular grass field. But right now it's just a matter of getting that plowed out and reseeded. I haven't quite decided 100% that that's what we want to do. So anyhow, just kind of something we're thinking about. Figuring we might go ahead and turn that into a regular grass field, and then if we do that, we'll have 4 fields, 4 grass fields we'll be spreading manure on. We don't get a whole lot of slurry, and what we do get, we generally haul it down to the BGA, and maybe at some point we'll start getting digestate and start using that on our grass fields along with the manure, and then spread it out a little bit to our corn. Soybeans won't really need any manure spread on them, so it'll just depend on what fields we're doing that year in corn and what we're doing in soybeans, whether or not we use anything on any of the fields. We typically don't fertilize while we're seeding. At this point, if we do any fertilizing, it's just the bare minimum. The seeders just run right through it way too fast. And I find it's just as easy to just go ahead and put a fertilizer spread on it to make up for the amount the seeder didn't do. Plus, that way I don't have to keep refilling the seeder. Being out here all by myself, don't really have anybody to run a, I can't think right now, one of those seeder wagons we fill up with fertilizer. It's one of those things where I can't think and talk at the same time. I know what I'm thinking about, and I just can't even come up with it now. But anyhow, my phone's ringing, so I probably better get off of here and answer that, and I'll be back with you in just a little bit. Okay, here we are back in the pickup truck. I better turn my lights on. It's getting kind of dark. But we'll run over here, and I didn't even look at that to see if we could hook it up to the truck. I think we shouldn't have a problem. We just won't be able to hook up the PTO, but we don't really need that to just drive it from one side of the field to the other, or street to the other. Probably better not try that. Alright, and it is quite literally just right here across the street from the cattle farm. So if we can't pick it up with this pickup truck, we'll just run over and grab the tractor and come back and get it. What do you know? It worked. Let's go up here. There's an exit right here. Didn't even think to check the lights on it earlier whenever I bought it. It wasn't dark, so I didn't think about it. But it looks like they work okay, so we should be safe and legal. There's a set of tags on there. Of course, they're not ours, but for what little way we're going here, certainly we wouldn't get in trouble. Just don't tell anybody. Alright, get in here and open this gate. Alright, so we got that manure spreader parked up behind us here, so we got to be a little careful pulling out of there. Starting to get a little bit dark out here. Go over here and pick up this shovel. And once we get that, we'll run over here and start loading some of this manure onto the trailer. And of course the cows are interested in what we're doing, so they're going to stand right here in the way. Oh, look at that one's levitating. Never knew how magical these cows were. That trailer don't look that tall, but I bet I'd smack right into the side of it if I didn't raise it up high enough. I think this trailer has a capacity of just under 19,000 liters. And this scoop is just about 1,000 liters, so I'm guessing that means a little over 19 scoops, which means a fair amount of shoveling. I think we just reached the end. Okay, I think we'll hook up to this. Well, if I don't keep going, hook up to this manure trailer and see if we can at least make a round, kind of get an idea for how much it's going to use. We'll try to get a little bit more of this area over here, and since it's already getting totally dark, I'll just go ahead and park this, head back to the house, or maybe we'll head back over to that other field, because I should be able to see good enough to finish that other field off, and then we'll just come back to this in the morning. Come back over and finish this manure spreading. I'd really rather have this done right instead of just kind of haphazardly. Yeah, it's getting the coverage. It's just some areas it's not taking. This may require a couple applications. But I'm really surprised. We've had a lot of coverage done considering how much is being spread. We still got 12,000 liters out of 18,000, so I'll just come over here and, well, let me go back down over by the pickup truck. I don't want to leave this sitting up here by the cows. Oh, and there's that weight. Well, it'll wait there. It'll wait anywhere. That's what it's called, a wait. Probably not right by the food. Alright, we'll go ahead and head back up to field 24. Finish that cultivating job. Sorry, I had to check a message on my phone here real quick. But I will let y'all go, and we'll see y'all back over at field 24. Cultivating. Okay, so we're coming up on our final pass here. And so long as we don't have any little stragglers, we'll be finishing this field. this point, probably just go ahead and head on back to the house and get some rest, and maybe we'll pick back up tomorrow morning on that manure first light, manure spreading. So until tomorrow morning, I will probably get off of here and I'll catch you later. Well, here we are back in the grass field, putting some manure down. Had a good night's rest, a little bit of time with the family. And now we're back out here getting this taken care of. Finally got that field 24 taken care of. It was probably about the second largest field on the map. Don't really run GPS on this field that much. For some reason, it's just kind of odd shaped enough that it causes some problems, but we try to use it whenever we can. Not sure why it is still spreading. I went through this earlier and I have automatic application on, and I thought, and every time I start talking about it, it shuts off. But I thought that it wasn't supposed to do that. It wasn't supposed to apply whenever you're in an area that didn't need it. Got to be that it's registering that that's not filled, so it's spraying it on the areas that aren't filled. It's got to be what it is. And I'm just not computer savvy and program savvy to be able to look into all that and figure it out. So anyhow, we'll go ahead and spread some manure on this field, and we've got 2 more fields that need cultivating. Once again, I don't really want to put you through all that, so we'll try to figure out a game plan before we do our next video. Hopefully we'll have enough time between now and the next video to get some off-camera work taken care of. That way we can come back in with fresh jobs and a whole new set of things to take care of other than cultivating. Normally in the past, whenever I've spread fertilizer, because of the cost of fertilizer, I usually shut it off whenever it starts doing what it's doing right now. See, it's showing that it's spreading, but the numbers down at the bottom right aren't changing. So it's got to be this spreader. It just doesn't change its display, whether it's spreading or not. Because see, it's still going as far as the display shows, but it's not necessarily always applying anything. Once we're done with this, I'll take this spreader over and set it back by the manure piles. We got to load it back up for that other grass field, but as far as whether I put that on camera, I'm not sure just yet. We probably won't do it in this video because I think we're getting pretty close to our time and I don't want to drag it out too much longer. I appreciate everybody coming along with me today, and once again, just kind of getting some things taken care of here before the winter ends, so that as soon as this planting season starts, we can get hard and heavy on that. That is certainly something we're gonna get quite a bit of right away. So we have all of our fields, and I'm not even really sure exactly how many we have, but I know we've at least got field 1 and 2, and they're big enough as it is. And then we have about 6 or 7 other fields. This one to our right, that one's ours. The one straight ahead of us, I believe that one's ours too. I think we had corn in both of these last year. At any rate, we'll go ahead and run this over, park it up, and get ready to load it up again and take care of this other grass field. But in the meantime, we'll go ahead and let you go, and you guys have a good day, and we'll talk with you later, and y'all stay safe out there. Thanks.